All right, so I recently caught up to Absolute Batman, and honestly, masterpiece. Bane, the Bane arc was such a like it always left you thinking, how will Batman overcome Bane? Because this dude was an absolute unit, a menace, bro. Especially at the end of it. Oh wow, bro. Oh wow. And so now here we are with Absolute Joker, and I wanted to do a reaction to this. This is Noah. Great content creator, bro. One of my favorite, like especially when it comes to talking on anime. I found this bro off of like Jujutsu Kaisen, and after that, I just became a fan. So real cool dude. And so he has videos on Absolute Joker, and I'm here for it, bro. So let's
Well,
get it.
guys, we finally made it.
Here we
Absolute
go.
Batman 15, the Joker issue. To think that we
Oh,
got back-to-back issues that are the most anticipated in the entire series, it's kind
epic,
of wild to think that
epic.
Absolute Batman might be the only time I've been hyped for a monthly release. The covers for this issue in particular
Oh
have been
yeah,
straight
bro.
insane as well. I knew
For
this man
real.
was a devil, but damn, what are they putting in that absolute Gotham water to have bro looking like this? I made a mistake.
Yo, no lie, bro. Like whoever, like I don't know, like whoever came up with the concept art and everything for whoever just came up with the Absolute series is
Putting in that
insane,
absolute
bruh.
Gotham water to have bro looking.
Like, bro, I can never imagine Joker like this, aside from Arkham Asylum, right? But nah, bro. Like after, but this is just different. These last two panels, this one and this one, bro, they were moving different. So let's find out
I
what's
made a
going on
mistake
here.
editing this video late at night, so I generally might not sleep. We start off with Alfred telling Bruce that it's time. He's held off telling him about this man for too long. But now he needs to tell Bruce about him. And Bruce is like, alright, I'm ready. Who is he? Alfred
Who's
says it's a
him?
funny thing because he's been chasing this man for 3 years and he still doesn't know what's real and what's fake. Mind you, this
Hmm.
guy is a super secret government agent with eyes in places the sun don't shine. And even he has no idea who this guy is. Some things make sense, and some things don't add up at all. Bruce questions what he means by this, and then Alfred wants to start talking about his islands. Hold up.
Yeah, we're sensing a little
The
Epstein on
world
that.
is a vast
Oh,
Little bit of Epstein on that.
Bruce questions what he means by this, and then Alfred wants to start talking about his islands. Hold up. Hold up. Stop the issue right here. Bro doesn't even
Mm-mm.
need to say another word. We know he's pure evil. There is no
Yep.
reason that anyone should have one island or even multiple islands to themselves. Anyone who partakes in these
Facts.
island owning activities is up to some heinous work. The man owns, yes, hundreds of tiny islands all over the world, from the
Wow.
Arctic Ocean to the Tasman Sea. Uninhabited island, so I guess he isn't on that Epstein timing. We'll save that slander for Destro. Wild and crazy places, but he spends billions on them. Travels to some
Right.
of them a few times a year. But why?
Mm.
What business does a grown ass billionaire have on uninhabited islands? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he likes exploring the wilderness. I don't know, but nobody truly knows
Uh,
what goes on there.
that
Alfred
Diddy
thinks the man
activity.
likes to hunt, but the man's a mystery. The man in white who never laughs. A man with many names, but has none. Love this spread right here, bro. I'd really like to
That
believe
Joker.
that Alfred put those Joker cards there intentionally. Also, if you look closely, the red threads almost form a smile of some sorts. Interesting. The story
Yeah.
starts back in 1888, in the days where basketball still hadn't been invented, Immortal was still getting his ass kicked, and I didn't have
Uh,
rights. Outside the theater,
and
the
I
world
didn't have
around which the
rights.
first movie
Ditto.
was being recorded. In front of the theater, there was a boy, the great grandfather of him, Joseph Grimm the First, also known as Jack. He grew up as an
Oh.
orphan, living on the streets of Gotham, and made his living as a street performer. Dude was
Okay.
out here juggling skulls and bones, and everyone thought this shit was hilarious. Absolute Gotham needed to go since day one, bro.
Nuke the whole generation.
But the kid
Yep.
was good. The
Yeah.
background, you could hear the laughter from his performances for blocks. But the kid himself never so much as chuckled. As his reputation grew, so did his wealth. He brought his clown act to a place called Vaudeville. Then he
Hmm.
took that money and invested it into his own theater, Just K,
Double
or
up.
as Batman says,
Oh.
JK. From there, he invested in silent pictures. The competition was fierce, but that boy Jack made sure to prevail by making everyone laugh the loudest. I like his style. By the age of 40, he had already made a fortune, becoming one of the Gotham elite, joining the Five Gates Club, the Slaughter Select, and more. What type of group name?
Yeah. Shout out to fire. But yo, that's crazy. So Joker, instead of Bruce being this billionaire, Joker comes from wealth. Is that what is what I'm getting right now? That is hilarious. That is hilarious. What a twist on that one.
is the Slaughter Select. Sounds like an O-Block gang or something, bro. Scott Snyder really loves the word slaughter. Even though he was rich and famous,
Oh,
he
Scott
was never
Snyder's.
in the spotlight himself, remaining in the shadows. There are no photos of him, no interviews, not even records. In fact, the only proof of his existence is in the shows that he produced and his charities. This dude was a major philanthropist.
Philanthropist.
This dude was a major philanthropist, but you never see his name on anything. But he was especially devoted, and make sure to take note of this, to children's causes. Hell no! Wrap this shit up like a breakfast burrito. Self-made billionaire who owns private islands and dedicates his earnings to the causes of children?
This sounds too familiar. This sounds too familiar. There's a lot of inspiration here.
You couldn't even try. As guilty as this. Red flags everywhere. Actually, you probably could, but I'm gonna stay silent on that for now. His motto was this: live like a clown and leave the world with more laughter than when you entered. Which on paper sounds really sweet, but y'all will see soon that this man is anything but. Jack the First
Jack died.
ended up dying in 1938, and his son,
The
Jack
first?
Jr., took over in the 1920s and expanded JK. He was an early investor in TV entertainment, creating subsidiaries like Fox, Pirate, and much more. The concept of
Damn, okay. I gotta say, bro, I hate juniors. I don't like ever the thought of like naming my son after myself or something like that. That's so I don't know. It's just a personal thing. It's like, bro, Jack Jr. I'd be mad. That would you know immediately make me a Joker. Because why am I named after you? I always dislike that. I don't know. It's just me though.
took over in the 1920s and expanded JK. He was an early investor in TV entertainment, creating subsidiaries like
Okay.
Fox, Pirate, and much more. The
Wow.
concept of Absolute Joker creating anime as a whole is funny as hell to me, bro. Y'all think he was Captain to Dragon Ball? I wonder who his favorite villain is. By the 1960s,
Frieza.
his son, Jack III, had become JK's leader, starting
The
one of the
third?
first cable network companies, making kid shows, comedies, and overall improving public broadcasting. His son, Jack Grimm IV, was born in the 1970s, and he was all about gaming. He also expanded JK's philanthropy globally, and this brings us to our Jack, Jack Grimm V. Young.
Oh my god, bro. This name does not. Bro, can you name me something else? There's like 4 of us already. What are we doing? Call me John. For goodness sakes. What the hell?
Smart, handsome, and the most successful Grimm yet. He was
Oh.
one of the first to invest into online gaming and the primary backer
Smart.
for GPUs. And even
sounds like-
crazier, he's approaching trillionaire status. I don't think y'all understand how much a trillion is, bro. If you stacked up $1 billion in $100 bills and make it up to the Burj Khalifa, but if you stacked a trillion, it'd be 2.5 times as high as the ISS. But Bruce is still confused. All this talk
Bro, it's crazy to be that like the comparison, and once you really think of the size of the money, that's insane, bro.
about, ooh, Joker is so scary. He's even worse than Bane.
Yeah.
Is a man who made it out the mud as a billionaire and now uses his profits to help the world. What's so scary about that? And now for degrees.
Okay,
On paper,
here we go.
He isn't scary. The 5th chapter in a story about a family that made its fortune embracing their first love, the clown, helping Americans and others around the world smile and laugh. And sure, he may be a bit eccentric, having his own islands to hunt down big game, but hey, who wouldn't have their own private island to hunt down animals for fun? As Alfred says this, we see Jack going up against what seems to be a cougar, and look at those eyes. You
Oh,
think
yeah.
this Man, face to face with one of the kings of the jungle.
Bro was at least like 3.5 grams of weed in before going out on this hunt, bro. He was on some shrooms, some weed. Then the eyes can't be red just like that for nothing.
Would show more fear. He's locked in. Somehow, his stare is more cold than the predator in front of him. As the cougar lunges, Jack leans back, then he grabs it and stabs it, taking it off the map. And once again, look at those eyes.
Oh, wow.
Down while stabbing this poor animal to death.
Yeah.
I'm feeling bad for a cougar, but Bruce isn't interested in that story. He wants to know what Alfred truly thinks about.
He's on
Jack
his
Grimm. So he
Arnold
takes it back to Jack the
and
First.
Predator.
You see, when he would perform, it would often be in front of a dentist office. And back in the 1880s, they'd only just introduced nitrous oxide to dentistry, laughing gas. Jack would sneak in, take the gas, and leak it into the alley to make everyone laugh. And in turn, making them give him all their money. Gave them boys the Kanye treatment, then snatched their hard-earned pennies, brother.
Yo, that's a crazy.
Entire
Yo, this is a crazy. That's a crazy
gave them
look.
boys the
This is scary as hell, bruh. What a panel or page, bruh.
Kanye
Whoa.
treatment, then snatched their hard-earned pennies.
The
brother.
Kanye treatment.
The entire act was a trick, a sleight of hand, and look at that smile. So far, This panel right here is probably the most Joker he's looked so far. The
That's
makeup,
crazy.
the cold laughing eyes, the green
Yeah.
hair, and that smile. Funny as hell that this dude was out here performing in front of a dentist office, but never went in for a checkup. Brush your teeth, little bruh. Jack was a mastermind at playing both sides, and in turn, so was his company. The Grims never stayed on one side. Rather, they funded both, whether it was films or even world wars. They give aid to those in poverty and fund the warlords who made that poverty possible.
That's
They
crazy.
fund criminals, but invest in prisons like Ark M. In short, they are criminals. Probably the most powerful crime family in all of history, playing everyone against each other and profiting off the chaos they create.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Loyal to
yeah.
no principles or people, loyal to nothing.
The manipulators.
Bruce questions why.
The man that
Eventually,
moves the
Nut has to
chess
wake up,
pieces.
right? Stuttering. Alfred says that he always goes back to that live like a clown motto. A clown plays the fool while making the fool out of everyone else. He's a mastermind, the schemer behind it all. All the gold in the
Ooh, that's fire. That's fire. The man that moves the chess pieces, right? But it turns out he owns the whole board. So it doesn't matter. He can move the other person's chess pieces if he feels like it. That's crazy, bro.
world, nothing is enough to stop this man. That's the report that he sent back to MI6. As Alfred says this, we see Jack walking down a beach, looking for something or someone.
If
Who?
you're just getting into jewelry, I always say start with the essentials. The tennis, the Cuban, the rope. These chains are clean and
Yeah, I hate jewelry.
What he finds, Alfred says this, we see Jack walking down a beach, looking for something or someone. What he finds is a man, someone who's been trapped alone on this island for 30 years, even though he has no idea how he even got there. But when Jack gets closer, the man recognizes him. You, but how? Then we see it.
Who?
The true nature of Jack Grimm. That evil smile and the
Oh.
glaring eyes with that evil grin. Jack just stares at him menacingly. Then he says the two words no man wants to hear when they're face to face with a monster.
Huh?
Run. No, it can't be you. That man
Two
says
words?
as he tries to skedaddle. But peep Jack, hanging on his crossbow, he's just toying with him. There's no
Oh,
escape.
nah,
There's
bruh.
no way out of this.
On some Hunger Games?
As this is happening,
Ish.
Bruce tells Alfred to tell him the truth. Who does he really think that Jack Grimm is? So Alfred tells him. We go back to that alleyway once again. Bro, this One Piece ass pacing is low-key pissing me off, bro. This is how I felt watching just Rosa and getting that damn Rebecca backstory every 10 minutes. Get to the point! And Alfred tells us that after doing some digging, he found out that the people laughing in that film died soon after it was shot. Twisted in pain, but more importantly, they were grinning. Some kind of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, poisoning. One of the few toxins that can be
Okay,
absorbed
bro.
through skin. Like shaking the gloved hand of a seemingly harmless young boy. As he's saying this, we see Jack getting ready to hunt the poor man down. Did bro really have to take his shirt off for this?
Yeah, bro. Why we getting naked? What's going on, bro? Oh yeah, this island allegation's getting a little too real out here. Why we getting naked out here, bro?
On that freaky timing.
Yeah.
Ready or not, here I come. Is he gonna come or come? I don't know, bruh. This man is definitely not surviving. Nigga hitting a light jog while his life is literally on
A
the
light
line.
jog?
As he says those last words, Jack turns into something else. Alfred continues to tell Bruce the line as he says those
I mean, look at the way like even the here I come, like
last words. Jack
the-
turns into something
the
else.
lettering.
Alfred continues to tell Bruce that the people who have encountered the Grims over the years ended up with mysteriously bad deaths, jumping off of bridges, bulls,
Wow.
and straight up vanishing. Whether it was a business rival, a politician, or a reporter, you were not safe. Even one of Alfred's associates did an investigation on him and ended up dying in a boat crash. What does this mean? Bruce asks. Love how Bruce feels the exact same way we do while reading this issue. Bro keeps trying to press skip dialogue, but it's not working. Get to the point, bruh. Alfred says that it's a darker project. Records have shown that Grimm invested in some of the deadliest inventions in the past 100 years.
100
From
years.
the bomb to bioweapons, viruses. and
Oh,
the
wow.
witness, The Grimms laughing during the tests. Only then would they laugh. As he says this, Jack shoots an arrow from his crossbow.
Oh, he's
piercing the
smiling.
man right above
Oh,
his
he's
foot.
smiling.
Bruce is getting impatient. What is he even trying to say? But Alfred keeps talking. What if those islands he has is where he puts them, his enemies? What if he just leaves them there for years until he feels like going after them? Even as he says this, Alfred can't believe the words coming out of his own mouth. It sounds insane, but at the same time, it's not far-fetched. What if the orphanages he was funding were for his own personal use? And look at this
Yo.
bro.
Yo.
It's always the eyes. The red
Yeah.
on the left,
And then the
green on
veins.
right. And peep the veins too.
Yeah.
And the venom. Alfred believes that Jack has found a way to use those children, their cells, to create some like terrible elixir. Go on, Pennyworth. Who is he? The clown. Its whole act is a cruel mockery of us, showing humanity is bumbling and stupid. The clown hates us. You'll find stories and myths and legends of this to be true. The clown is the predator, and we are the prey. The clown is death. The clown is. And
Oh my,
is that
yeah,
the clown?
dude. Coming for you. Stop dancing around. He's. Say it, damn you. What do you believe?
And oh my god, this page right here is insane.
Yo,
My God, it's the only
he's transforming.
to use right here, cause what the actual fuck? This dude has 4 sets of teeth the size of pine cones, and look at that back. It seems like his power comes from him laughing. Earlier when he was searching for the man, you could see him trying to control it, but now he lets out a light chuckle. Talking about some. I'd hate to see how powerful he'd get if he let out a full-blown belly laugh. And this next
Bruh.
page right here, man. Wow. First off, this man's face is
Dude, there is no way.
page right here, man.
Bruh, imagine
Wow.
a fate worse than death, right? Imagine waiting years upon years upon years upon years, bro. Just hoping it's like, all right, I'm surviving on this island, and just for it to end like this. Nah, bruh. And then the teeth is crazy, bruh. It's just infernal science. Maybe it's some dark pact. I don't know. Maybe it's blank both. And I know how it sounds, kid. I know, but I look at him and he's something terrible, Bruce. A nightmare thing that stalks the earth. Not a man who never laughs at anything, but a beast that's always laughing at us. Dude, they are hyping this Joker up to be something fierce, bruh. Fierce. Oh
First
my
off,
gosh.
his face is fine.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, bro. That's the only face you can make.
I mean, damn.
I would have been
Hey,
so
imagine
sad.
the person you saw before being left on an island for 30 years returns to you and then turns into a spawn of
Exactly,
Awesome.
bruh.
I've been making this face too. Jock was on stream.
Bro, I would rather face the Predator than to face whatever the hell Joker is right now, bruh. No, I'm pretty sure I could survive an alien, right? A xenomorph compared to whatever the Joker is becoming, bruh. This is crazy.
Bro, drawing these panels. Absolutely,
Yeah.
Joker is so strong. He's clawing through the panels. Hell nah, bro. Stay over there.
Chill out,
One
chill out.
joke. And those teeth, bro. I can't get over the fact that there's so many, even more than Killer Croc. And the way he laughs is so unsettling too. He laughs like one of those kids who never got a chance to laugh at home, which makes sense. Alfred believes that there's no Grimm family. There's no Jack the First, the Second, the Third, the Fourth, the Fifth. There's only ever been one Jack Grimm. Him. Maybe it's science. Maybe it's some kind of dark
Ooh,
pact.
he
Maybe
found a
it's
way
both,
to
but he doesn't know. All
stop
he
his
knows
aging.
is that he is something terrible, beyond comprehension. A walking nightmare that stalks the earth. He's not a man who never laughs at anything, but a beast who is always laughing at us. And when you hear that laughter, it's
He-
already too late. So, who is he? Bruce questions, and Alfred answers, the Joker. Oh my
It's
God,
the-
guys,
He said the word, yeah.
Holy shit, bro. This next panel, when he finally lets loose, is insane. Look at this shit. Look at the way he's laughing too. Bro got his own font color.
Ha 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 ha
Can
ha.
we take a moment to look at this form real quick? I
Yes.
count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sets of horns, 7 sets of teeth, claws that haven't been trimmed since the Heian era, and that deaky ass tongue. And peep how he did this poor man. Bro.
Oh my god. Going from the just straight to the nuts, bro. Right? You're castrating him. That's what I'm seeing here. Bruh, no way, bro. Not from the bottom up, bro. What are we doing, bruh? What are we doing, bruh? That's crazy work, bro. You straight up just castrated me, bruh? Huh? Is that what it is? Oh, freaky ass, bruh. Unbelievable.
Deaky ass tongue. And peep how he did this poor man, bro. God damn. Ate that nigga alive. And what happened to his spine? Can he stretch himself out or something too, bro? Oh, what the hell is Bruce supposed to do against this nigga? Genuinely. At least with Bane, we had a plan. We had help. We had backup. We had something. Even if it was just a smidge. But this dude, what can we do? Dude's got
Yeah, bruh.
an
A
entire
trillionaire.
that he can control at will. The dude is fucking massive to his hand. Like his entire hand is holding a grown ass man like a baby.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. And he's also a man that has, bro, he blew up Bane's island. He blew up Bane's. This dude has reach, bruh. This dude has He has a whole army. He has freaking all of that, bruh. And he's still a monster on top of this, bruh. You got a rich monster, bruh. A rich Jekyll and Hyde. This is insane. Like, bruh,
And I just
how
don't
is he gonna survive
like,
this?
is it worth it being
Awaken to a world.
Hell no, it's not worth it. It's not worth being Batman. I would have been gone, bro. Jersey hung up.
hero? How many times would I have to crack absolute Catwoman to make it worth going up against this demon? By the time I was finished, I probably
3 times. She's so fine. She's so fine.
So many questions and no answers. I'm going insane. Why the hell did Bruce, a broke ass nigga with a 9 to 5, get the spawn of Satan as an arch nemesis? Darkseid must have been smoking that premium pack while cooking up.
Darkseid for real, bruh.
God Almighty, this is wicked work. After hearing this, Bruce has heard enough and like.
Oh, look at.
I looked at the I must have been smoking pack while cooking up this bullshit, bro.
Hold up.
God Almighty, this is wicked work. After hearing.
Bro, it's so tough. Like Scott Snyder. Is it Scott Snyder? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. Bro, whoever's drawing this and whoever like came up with the concept and everything, bro, it's so tough. Every time you see a panel of Batman, it's so fire, bro. I love every single page. I would post every single page all around here, bro. Because every time you see Batman, it's just straight aura farming, and it's so fire, bro.
Hearing this, Bruce has heard enough, and like, duh, I would have looked after this bullshit too. We probably wouldn't have believed this a few months ago, but after what he's gone through at Arkham and against Bane,
Yeah.
there's no doubt
Yeah.
this man is real. The Joker. As he goes to check on Wayland, Alfred tells him to stay safe. He thinks about how Bruce didn't sign up for this. Sure, he wanted to fight, but this? He isn't fighting regular criminals anymore. He's going up against monsters. At least someone finally acknowledges this, bro. Damn. One night, Alfred found Bruce watching a story about a woman in Gateway City who claims to be magic, a warrior from hell. And to his credit, Bruce keeps pushing forward, but him? He didn't tell Bruce about Jack before he wanted to help him. He told him because he was afraid. He needed to get it out of his system. Even with Grimm out of one of his islands 3,000 miles away, he was still afraid and couldn't let it go. So funny that even Absolute Alfred knows about his fraud allegations. At least he's admitting it. I'll give him some time to lock in though. As Bruce
Hilarious.
flies through the skies, we see a man watching him from an alleyway down below. And who was it? None other than Jack Grimm. Oh, he's already got his eyes on Bruce. He's cooked. Hands
It's
in
so
his
cooked.
pockets, too, rocking those goofy ass 1880 suspenders. About to get fried by this.
Laid
If Bruce
back.
thinks that's good for him. He'll hang up the cowl and get his mom the hell out of Gotham.
Yep.
Joker ends up making it back to his mega mansion. Bro's driving a nice ass car too. Isn't it ironic that he looks like mainline Bruce and has a butler that almost looks like Alfred? The butler asks if he's hungry, but the Joker says he already ate. Yeah, some poor guy got his soul snatched out of his
Yeah,
head.
bro. Plus, he didn't really eat that much, bro. The dude was literally skin and bones, and he was old. There was no nutrients within that man. No Hannibal Lecter though. But anyway,
Then he says that he has plans to make, so if he needs him, he'll be in his cave, and that's where
Cave?
the issue ends. First off, I think
Cave?
that having Bruce's wealth, his fate, his looks, experience, and even his own bat cave is super
it's
cool.
so
Plus,
yes,
all the experience
yes.
in the world, and his own powers to boot. He's definitely gonna be the final boss. Also, I wonder what this clock thing means. Could be something small, but you never know with Scott Snyder. Alright, so I did some research, and by did some research, I mean I googled it, but the time here is 10:47. And what's so
Okay.
special about this? Well, this is the exact hour and minute that Thomas and Martha Wayne
Ooh.
died in Crime Alley. Wow. I don't know what Scott Snyder is cooking with this, but let me just say, I can't wait to feast on it. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that's it for
Oh,
this
yeah.
issue. This was an absolute banger that has me excited for what's to come with Batman and Joker. While this is the
Whoa. Now, Noah, you just dropped another video. Let me just go ahead and jump into that. Next
Hey,
issue.
everyone. Today, we're going to go over the long-awaited Absolute Batman Arc M special, which was supposed to come out last year, but it ended up being pushed to now. Honestly, though, I can't even complain because this issue was a banger. We
Was it?
basically got an Absolute Batman content every 2 weeks for the past couple months. This issue in particular is one I've been looking forward to. Not only do we get to see the creation of Absolute Arkham Asylum, but we also get a glimpse of what Batman is really about to go up against. And let's just say, it is not looking good, Beth. But enough. Let's get to it. So we start off meeting a man named Amadeus Arkham. What we're about to read is
Amadeus.
sort of like an autobiography slash confession slash history lesson about the place that he created, Arkham
Okay.
Asylum, and how it contributed to the rise of Jack the Ripper. He hopes that whoever reads this can stop the terrible evil that he's unleashed onto the world before it's too late. We flash forward to 1945. where Dr. Arkham is staring at some family portraits. A man then knocks on the door, saying good day and asking if he's too early. The doctor says it's fine, and the faster they complete the process, the better, which prompts
Yes.
the man to question if he's
You're not
reconsidering. or not,
reconsidering.
but the doctor assures him that he's not, and he's determined to get the deal done. Before they go on a tour, the man stops to look at an old photo. He asks who the woman is, and the doctor says that this is his mother. And in some ways, it can be said that this story started with her. Dr. Arkham's father fought for the Union. One of his first memories is seeing his mother stand in front of their window, waiting for him to return.
Oh,
You see,
okay, yeah.
General Lee had just surrendered, and the war was over, but their father
Nice.
hadn't returned. But then one night, she saw
Oh,
a
there he
Union
is.
soldier march through the darkness. He's here.
Bro, watch it beat Joker.
After so long, the man had finally returned. They all ran downstairs, excited to see their father, but unfortunately, the man wasn't their father. He had died in the Battle of Camino
Ooh.
Ranch. A battle
Oh, that's
that was fought after
sad.
Lee's surrender. He had died in a worthless battle for nothing. The man tried
Damn.
to console her, but the mom wasn't hearing it. Instead, she took his
She
gun,
blamed
blicked
him?
down the soldier, blicked down two of her own children, looked at Dr.
What?
Arkham, then decided against it before booming herself. What the
Whoa. Yo, chill out. Nah, she tripping.
to Lee's surrender? He had died in a worthless battle for nothing. The man tried to console her, but the mom wasn't hearing
She
it. Instead, she took his gun,
bow.
blicked down the soldier, blicked down two of her own children, looked at Dr. Arkham, then decided against it before booming herself. What the fuck? That escalated.
Dude. Hang on, let me see if I'm recording, because I can't. I gotta see if I'm recording. Everything recording? Everything okay? Yeah, everything's okay. Okay, cool. Because I had to be sure. But yo, bruh. There is no way she did that. And she, bruh.
Looked at Dr. Arkham, then decided against it before booming herself. What the fuck? That escalated so quickly. I have so many questions.
Yeah.
This mentally ill woman just did all that. How are you, as a trained professional soldier, getting hit with a grab and go by a random lady? Imagine
That's so
fighting
true.
the Battle of Gettysburg, the entire Civil War,
You got equalized.
by the hands of some random lady who you were trying to help. Genuinely sad.
Factor just
Oh
solved
my
the bigger
gosh.
problem.
Straight up hit him with the equalizer, bro. That is embarrassing, bro. You call yourself a soldier?
Sad. Now, most kids would probably crumble mentally after watching that happen.
Facts.
The Elliott Gotham City Orphanage must be the greatest orphanage of all time.
Uh,
Amadeus Arkham walked out that bitch like a boss. With nothing but the clothes on his back and a dream, he got to work, starting a plan to build a place called Arkham Asylum. A place
That's crazy.
where people like his late mother could have the best science of the day to treat their needs, so that what happened to him would never happen to anyone else again. With their money
I mean, bro, but she didn't. Oh well, no, because she was standing at the window daily, waiting for her husband, which a woman that's in love would do, right? Like if you love somebody, this is type of you do. But then again, bro, like how you couldn't tell she was crazy until like the moment it happened, right? Until the final straw was broken, right? When she finally saw when she finally saw the man coming, and she's just like, finally, my husband's here. And after all this anticipation and waiting and emotions and stuff like that, it just turns out it's not your husband, and you learn he got killed. You crack right there, but you can't be like, oh, my mother was ill and stuff like. No, it was just a moment where she just cracked and unfortunately killed your brother and sister. Ugh, but like, no, I'm sorry, but whatever.
treat their needs, so that what happened to him would never happen to anyone else again. With the money given to him by the Orphanage Foundation, he was able to purchase cheap land. The location was a place that was deemed as cursed, since it was where the British kept POWs during the Revolution. Lots of abuse and lost life. The residents of Gotham say it's haunted, but Dr. Arkham didn't care. Real quick though, keep that logo on the top left of that sheet.
Yeah, I see it.
Kind of like a bat. In its early
Yeah,
days,
I saw
Arkham
it.
Asylum was exactly what he wanted it to be. A good facility filled with staff that cared and patients who were getting the help they needed. But with Gotham being Gotham and having spawns of Satan as human beings, some patients needed more help than others.
Gotham being Gotham is so real.
Catch that? I know what you're thinking, but keep those thoughts in the back of your mind for now.
Okay.
By the time he was sent to them, Jack had murdered multiple men, women, and children. And
Wow.
when he arrived, he upped his kill count by 2 after booming a couple nurses, and then upped
Damn.
it again by disemboweling another prisoner. And
Wow.
his hands rated
Dude,
for everyone. And
yeah.
disemboweling sounds like a terrible way to go out. Like just the name itself.
Yeah, just bro, just like
Disembowel gives me the heebie-jeebies. Jack was a maniac. He took glee in killing. always laughing with a horrid grin on his face. He was the type of person that threatened the very existence of Arkham. And that's exactly why he became the patient the doctor was so determined to help. Did they spell laughing wrong here? That's low-key funny. We then come back to the doctor and the man walking through the empty cells of the asylum. He asks why the place has clearly fallen on hard times, and the doctor responds, saying that fewer patients and the more modern facilities made by Lazarus Corporate Metropolis have led to its slow and steady demise. In fact,
Damn.
the only reason why this place is still up and running is because of donations from benefactors, such as the man himself. He replies saying that it appears the doctor has done his homework, since he likes his donations to be anonymous, and the doctor says that he did his research because he didn't want to hand over this place to someone he knew nothing about. The man replies saying that he has first-hand experience on the conditions of the mind, and he feels like it's his duty to find cures so that the younger generation never have to deal with them. Their children deserve better futures. He then offhandedly questions if the doctor has any children. The doctor stumbles through his words, saying that he never had any children, but that wasn't the case. We then get a flashback to the year 1885, where we see a boy so thick in blood, not even the rain could wash it away. Nobody knew
Damn.
what happened or how it happened, not even the boy
Yeah.
himself. But it was clear that he had suffered greatly in life, being an orphan who was raised on the
Sheesh.
streets. Being an orphan himself, the doctor took pity on him, making him a member of his family, and eventually he took him under his wing at the asylum. The kid was bright, he learned quickly, and more importantly, he was fascinated about his work and would constantly tour the halls of Arkham with the doctor. He had a certain passion, a love for the game that only someone who had come from the streets of Gotham would have. He believed in
Right.
the place and in the doctor, and with no heir of his own, the doctor came to think of him as his own son, someone who would carry on his legacy. The boy's favorite phrase was "tomorrow's a new page," a saying that he used to boost the doctor's spirits.
I feel
He was
that.
also very optimistic, even when he met Jack Doe. As we see here, Jack
Oh,
was
here we
being
go.
punished for brutalizing yet another nurse. I'm low-key surprised they hadn't put this dude down yet. Either
Yeah, I literally was about to say that. It's like, bro, why is he still, kicking? Right? Why we still have him here, bro? That's literally 4 bodies. Like, nah, bro, you gotta go. You gotta
the
go.
boy wasn't phased at the man, even as the doctor wondered if Jack was too far gone to be saved. It didn't help that just 2 days later, Jack escaped and took the boy hostage. Even back in the day, Arkham Asylum
Bruh.
security wasn't shit. Bottom 3 defense
Ass.
of all time, along with Lakers Luka Doncic and the shitty-ass Baltimore Ravens. Thank
Uh.
God they fired Harbaugh earlier. The doctor did what he could to talk Jack down, and in the end, the man released him because killing
Oh.
the boy would be an instant death sentence. And as the doctor hugged him, he knew that the light in the boy had only been strengthened. As we go back to the doctor and his guest, the man notices that Arkham Asylum still gets patients, although they are few and far between. The man says that he must
That-
give Dr. Arkham
Man, this guy's going through it. Through it, bruh.
Arkham Asylum still gets patients, although they are few and far between. The man says that he must give Dr. Arkham credit. Through all the ups and downs of this place, he still managed to keep things afloat, even after the most famous incident of them all. Oh, the doctor tries to play dumb, but the man says, "Cut the crap, bro. You did your research, and I did mine too. So let's not insult my intelligence and discuss the true reason this place's reputation has suffered for decades."
Tell me about the breakout.
1886.
Uh.
1 year after meeting the kid, a breakout happened. One of the caretakers got too close to an inmate, leading to the keys being stolen and his throat getting stabbed with a toothbrush.
Whoa,
the inmate
bruh.
increased the number of its fellow inmates, and they skedaddled to the furnace room, avoiding the guards at the front doors. Working quietly through the night, they dug a tunnel from behind the furnace, and just like that, they were gone. When Dr. Arkham saw the aftermath the next day, he knew
Jesus.
that Jack was behind it all. And I mean, he was right, but not in the way he thought. As he realized this, a nasty thought crept into his mind, but it was too late. Rushing to his son's room, he found only bloodstains and a lone
Oh,
table. He was
no.
gone. Dr. Arkham never forgave himself for the breakout or what happened to his son. And to cope with this, he converted an old storeroom into this, what he calls a record of his own shame. This room contains evidence on Jack the Ripper. Those who escaped that night were people who studied under him and went on their own robbery and murder sprees. Eventually, though, they were all caught and brought back. Everyone except him. Jack Doe. Jack the Ripper. The world's greatest serial killer. The man
Yeah.
who killed his beloved son and ruined Arkham Asylum. He believed
Damn.
that this man may be more than human. A smiling demon. A hellish jokester. But as the doctor tries to explain some more, the man dismisses him. And instead, he asks to see the furnace room. It has been 60 years since the doctor's made his way down here. The pain is just too much to bear. But the man doesn't seem to care. Talking about how the re-bricked wall over there must be where they escaped. The doctor says yes, but then the man questions him about another re-bricked wall, one that the doctor has no idea about. Saying that
What?
he never noticed. The man then questions him on what else the doctor has never noticed. Then he leans in and whispers something that makes the doctor's heart stop. And before he can even respond, the man heads up the stairs, says that he loves this place, and then goes on his merry way. Whatever the man said to the doctor shook him to his very core.
Yo, what'd he say to him?
Instead, he goes to the brick wall and digs it up. And when he checks what's inside, he is horrified. Taking that teddy bear, the one that was once his son's, lighting it on fire, and using it to burn down the entire institution. Before he burned down his life,
What'd he see? What'd he
Dr. Arkham had
see?
sent his writings to Captain Flash of the Gotham City Police Department, but he never got it. Instead, we see a man rocking a clean hat, posted up reading the journal right outside the flames. As he reads the doctor's final words, a devilish smile crosses his face. I only
Oh.
pray it reaches you in time to stop him. The man that laughs in the dark. You see, Jack Doe wasn't the man he was looking for. This entire time, it had been the boy. The one that he took in. The one that he made his own. The one that he hoped would carry on his legacy. He pretended to believe in him in Arkham Asylum. But in the end, he never did. Yo, this shit had to be on purpose, bruh. Why is Joker hitting the speed face right here? And
Yeah.
goddamn, bruh, that cranium is massive. He damn near ready to rival the Maker. I'd be a force of evil as well if my hairline was pushed farther back than that Cleveland Browns O-line. When the doctor went to see what was behind the brick wall, he found the
It was-
body of Jack Doe, not the boy, and a note with the boy's favorite phrase, "Tomorrow's a new day." Because it was him behind everything all along. The voice in Jack Doe's ear, the hand at his cell lock, and the knife at his throat. All done to make a fool out of the man that he once called his father. Destroying
Damn.
his and laughing from afar. And now he's come back to buy this place. And instead
Dude.
of using it to help others, he will use it to unleash monsters that this world has never seen.
What an insane play, bruh. What an insane play since a youngster, bruh. This dude was a... Oh my god, what a
We must
menace.
stop him. The man called Jack Grimm. Otherwise, God have mercy on us all. These were the last words of Amadeus Arkham. And unfortunately, they fell on deaf ears. But
No! Dude.
what
I am just... Yeah.
honestly surprised that Jack Doe wasn't gonna be Jack Grimm. But I will say that
Bro, I was thinking of like a mind swap type of thing was gonna happen or something like that, bro. Where like Jack Doe somehow found a way to like swap his mind or brain with the kid, and then that's how he was like able to. No. But the kid has been an insane demon from the beginning, bro.
Loki started putting the puzzle pieces together once they made it to the furnace. I was like, wait a minute. But looking
Oh,
back,
yeah.
see how it all fits together. Alfred theorized that the Joker was like one person playing multiple people, and seeing how Jack Grimm the First, who was supposed to die in the 1930s, is like still alive, it kind of proves it. Also, when you revisit that hostage situation, you kind of
Right.
get the idea that Jack Doe was the hostage. Look at those eyes. Do these look like the eyes of a cold-hearted killer trying to murk some random boy? Oh, the boy's eyes look more cold than he does. Kinda crazy.
That's
Also,
true.
What about the Joker's appearance as a kid? In Alfred's flashbacks, he's seen with dark hair, and with the doctor, he has like long red hair. I'm so confused, but like interested at the same time. I feel so bad for the doctor though. Watched his mother go mad and murder his family. Used
Yep.
that to fuel a project that was sure to help many, but in the end, the universe decided to twist it into a den of monsters.
Dark side.
The Joker head into a room where he's watching Batman with another person. The guy says his name is Cute, and the Joker tells him that he was a former patient in Arkham and that he escaped, or so he thinks. The man then asks if they're playing with their food, but the Joker says that he has plans. But the man says that he's seen enough to see that Batman is no real threat. Mind you, he's seeing this as Batman
Wow.
diffs these poor criminals, bro. Who is this guy? The man says that he can handle him easy, but the Joker reassures him that he knows of this fact. But there's some other friends that he would like to
Deathstroke?
introduce to him in the meantime. And look at these names.
Flangstorm,
Kirk
I
Langstrom, aka
see.
Man-Bat, Pamela
Hugo
Ivy,
Strange.
aka Poison Ivy, Hugo Strange, who I don't really know, Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow, oh god, Basil Carlo or Clayface, and Jervis Tetch as the Mad Hatter. Wow, he is getting
Wow.
to give Batman the gauntlet of doom and despair. And with that
Dude.
in mind, he releases both Ivy and Man-Bat out of their biomes. The man says that this isn't necessary, but the Joker merely assures him that he'll get his chance in due time, calling the man my Deathstroke. First off,
Hey, Deathstroke is crazy.
It's a whole lot different from the regular one we know and love.
Yeah, he looks like a Dracula.
Got that shit on. Never seen a vampire-esque old head with cybernetic attachments, but he still
Sheesh, yeah, Deathstroke is looking crazy, bruh.
makes it look clean. But
I'm
it's
so
still
excited.
A whole lot of red on repeat. Playboy Cardi ass attire. But the way he's speaking to Joker, I assume he's like his sidekick, but he's probably more of like his number one servant with the way he calls him my Deathstroke. He's
Yeah,
gonna
I got
show
them.
something all right. Batman got some devious backshots from this
Jesus,
ass
where did
Batman
you even
villain.
find that?
Another
Where'd you
day,
find that
he's a
gif?
new threat to Gotham that he can't compete with, and he just got done with Bane too, bro.
Yeah, bro, this is the face. at all times for Batman, bro. There's just despair and like Jesus Christ, what next?
Damn. But yeah, that's it for this special issue. Another banger, and it really got me wondering what's next for our boy Bats. Luckily, he's teaming up with my Queen Diane in the next issue, so hopefully he'll get some help soon. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank y'all
Yo,
for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
W video by Noah. W video, bro. Oh, I gotta see this one next. The Time Spider-Man Fought 12. Oh, that shit is crazy. Yeah, yeah. I always seen that. Uh, what's it called? There's like a short, and I remember I saw the short, and he's just like, bro, like I've been fighting for 12 hours, bro. Like I don't know how much I can go. I'm gonna check this video out right now. But W vid, bro. I'm so excited to see what happens in the Absolute Joker, bro, and how he's gonna be able, and how Batman is gonna be able to overcome these guys, bro. That is a serious question. It's like every time some new villain gets introduced, you just think, how the hell is Batman gonna get over this, or how he's gonna overcome this in his Batman way. Darkseid really did a number in this universe, bro. He really did. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later.